Atlanta and San Diego have run the table and meet in Super Bowl 47 for the biggest game of the year. 99.5 million people are expected to tune in to tonight's broadcast. The Falcons went 10-6 and represent the NFC in Super Bowl 47. 11.2 million pounds of potato chips will be consumed by Chargers fans, along with over 4 million pounds of pretzels. Matt Ryan and Phillip Rivers are the two quarterbacks on display for tonight. Former Charger defensive coordinator Ron Rivera gets his Falcons ready. It's his first year as head coach of Atlanta. Cypher sends the kickoff, and it is down by Julio Jones, and that is where the Falcons will begin their first drive of the Super Bowl. Under the tutelage of offensive coordinator Dirk Cutter, Matt Ryan excelled this season, throwing for nearly 4,000 yards with 31 passing touchdowns. Under defensive coordinator John Pagano, the Chargers ranked 5th in the league in defense and 4th versus the run. They were paced throughout the year by the tackle leader for the Chargers and the linebacker from Maine in Stephen Cooper. He is one of the two middle backers for San Diego. Inside run of the former Charger running back Michael Turner to begin the game. And there's the aforementioned Stephen Cooper makes the stop with Turner. It's a 2-yard loss. Nick Rice in hand from Mercedes-Benz Superdome, home of Super Bowl 47 between the 10-6 Falcons and the 10-6 Chargers. Michael Turner will be a force to slow down for the Chargers tonight. Over 1,600 yards on the year and 10 rushing touchdowns for the 9-year man out of Northern Illinois. Inside run, and Turner is smothered at the 20-yard line. Cooper makes the stop again. It's a 2-yard pickup. Atlanta beat the Titans and Jeff Fisher in 2009 for the Super Bowl 44 championship. They are 1-2 in the big game. The Chargers have lost their only Super Bowl. That was back in '94 against the 49ers. Roddy White, here he goes. One to beat at the 20-yard line for White. He showboats inside the 10 and is pulled down by Atari Bigby. It appeared he was short of the end zone, and indeed Roddy White is down at the 1. That was maybe a play I'm sure White would love to have back. He has smiles going back into the huddle as the wide receiver by way of Alabama at Birmingham. And Roddy White broke free of the Chargers secondary and Eric Weddle, but Atari Bigby flies from out of nowhere, and indeed, as you see the replay, did tackle him short of the end zone. But a big play on 3rd and 10 from the Falcons sets up a 1st and goal from the San Diego 1-yard line. Ryan looks to his right and throws in the end zone, where that pass is intercepted by Antoine Cason. Where Ryan got drilled as soon as he released the ball, and Cason has no one in front of him. It's a foot race to the end zone, 107 yards for Cason. He outruns the Falcons. Touchdown, San Diego. Incredible play from Antoine Cason, the prolific 5-year cover corner from Arizona, steps in front of the throw intended for Antonio Brown and takes it back the distance. Ryan did throw 23 interceptions during the regular season and tacks on another one here to begin the biggest game of the year. We have played less than 2 minutes of Super Bowl 47. The Chargers lead the Falcons 7-0. And that lengthy catch and run from Roddy White certainly comes back to haunt Atlanta, as he very easily could have scored had he lowered his shoulder and went as hard as he could into the end zone instead of Atari Bigby bringing him down at the 1. Kickoff return from the rookie out of Oregon State and Jaquiz Rogers. The Falcons, after that good return, after losing their first 9 regular season games as a franchise, beat the Giants, and they have done a whole lot of winning since. Turner is stuffed to the line of scrimmage by Williams. One of the major reasons why Atlanta has won so many games as of late is that man, Michael Turner, who has added motivation tonight due to the team he is facing. San Diego let him go after 2008. And against the run, it seems no matter who they play, Michael Turner included, they have played well. 4th in the league in stopping the run is San Diego. Ryan is hit as he throws, and that's broken up by Quentin Jammer of San Diego. Chargers also ranked top half in the league in defending the pass. But Michael Turner, with the team that he is playing tonight, certainly has to be jazzed to win against his former team in the biggest spotlight of the year. False start against Tyson Clabo of Atlanta. The Falcons have been ravaged by penalties over the season. Under head coach Ron Rivera, they were penalized 44 times for nearly 400 yards throughout the regular season. Third down and a long 15 for Atlanta. Ryan scans the field and fires into traffic where Brown makes a circus catch at the 35-yard line. He is wrapped up by way of the Chargers' Sharice Wrights, who had only 2 tackles in the regular season, but he was tasked on that third down to stop Antonio Brown, and he couldn't. 15 yards, maybe even more than that, and a first down for Antonio Brown, who's just one of a host of prolific, talented, all-pro wide receivers on this Falcons roster, and the offensive line, as you saw there, also paved for an incredible throw and great protection from Ryan. It was a Super Bowl MVP, as you see on the bottom right, and a win over Tennessee for Super Bowl 44. Falcons trail by 7 here in Super Bowl 47. Complete for a 9-yard gain. Ryan finds the 3-year tight end from Miami in Dedrick Epps. Ryan played well in that Super Bowl victory, and he continues what has been a stellar start to the Super Bowl with another pass to tight end Dedrick Epps here at Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The Falcons, a club which rattled off 4 straight wins to conclude the season, come into this game fresh off of an overtime win over the Vikings in the NFC title. 25-yard pickup to Gonzalez. One of the most talented tight ends in NFL history, Tony Gonzalez, now in his 16th NFL season out of California, makes the catch and gains 25. He ranks 5th all-time in career receptions, 1,162 career catches for Gonzalez. Who knows if this is the final time he will suit up an NFL jersey and play in a professional game. To the slot out of Hawaii, Ryan finds Bess. It's an 11-yard gain and a Falcons first down. The excellent receiving targets to the disposal of quarterback Matt Ryan, who also completed the pass courtesy of an excellent job up front at that Falcons O-line. But certainly this quarterback has all sorts of assistance at wide receiver and tight end. That's been on display so far in this first quarter. Ryan is looking long. He has plenty of time and fires over the middle and finds Devone Bess, who takes a tumble to the 1. After the interception from Kasem, Ryan comes right back and orchestrates a promising drive. As now Atlanta is in the red zone, they have the ball spotted at the 1 with a first and goal for the second straight series. But of course, Ryan threw the pick 6 just a moment ago to Antoine Kasem. 3 running backs are in the backfield for Atlanta. Inside run, and Rodgers is stuffed by Spikes back at the 3. This is the 9th play of this incredible Falcons drive. As they search to tie the game, the Falcons have 2nd and goal. Play action. Ryan looks. He is pressured. And that throw falls incomplete, which sets up 3rd and goal. Atlanta is a productive 43%. That is 12th in the NFL in converting 3rd downs in the 2012 season. From the 3, Ryan looks end zone and checks it down to his fullback, Ovi Mughelli. The 10-year man from Wake Forest was close to the end zone, and the officials say he scored. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ovi Mughelli leaks out for the Falcons, and the Chargers didn't see him until it was just too late. Jeff Reed, the former Steeler, is on for the extra point, and the 11-year pro knocks it through to tie the game. The Falcons scored twice, one for them and one for the other guys. Midway through the first quarter from New Orleans, the Falcons and Chargers are tied at 7 as we see Ovi Mughelli, without any disputing, did cross the goal line and beats the rookie from LSU and Brandon Taylor of San Diego. Taylor is the deep man for the Jeff Reed kickoff, which sails in the end zone, and he reels it in on a hop and downs the ball for a touchdown. The starting Chargers offense is led by coordinator Clarence Shellman and the 9-year pro from North Carolina State. Another 4,000-yard passing season for Phillip Rivers. Meanwhile, the Falcons starting defense is led by coordinator Mike Nolan, who is a longtime coach with San Francisco. His top player on the year is the 4-year Pro Bowl safety by way of Missouri, and William Moore. Now, LaDainian Tomlinson is about as good of a player as we will see on the field tonight. He receives the inside handoff and is drilled by Jordan at the 21-yard line LaDainian Tomlinson had a remarkable regular season with nearly 6 yards a carry, and it was a record-breaking year for Tomlinson, who passed his childhood idol Emmitt Smith for the most rushing touchdowns in NFL history. Look at those numbers. Over 2,400 all-purpose yards for Tomlinson, third in the NFL this year. Play fake. Rivers checks it down to Tolbert, who is escorted out of bounds by Jordan at the 27th. Now, Mike Tolbert also played well, both running and receiving the ball, with 19 catches and 58 runs, along with one touchdown of the year. The 5-year pro from Coastal Carolina certainly may be an X factor for the Falcons to attempt to slow down in tonight's game of juggernauts out of these respective conferences. Tomlinson to the outside, gains 3. First down, San Diego. Excellent run. Both of these rosters remain the same from when the previous head coaches took over. Mike Smith with Atlanta, who is now gone in favor of Ron Rivera, and Charger head coach Norv Turner, who lost to the Steelers last year in the playoffs and beat them in overtime for the 2012 AFC Championship. 1st and 10. Rivers throws a slant and finds Malcolm Floyd, 13 yards in front of the 9-year man out of Washington State, safety Eric Coleman. First down, San Diego. That was an incredible throw on a tightrope to Floyd. And the first catch of the game from Malcolm Floyd, who was an undrafted free agent a few years ago out of Wyoming. He picks up a Chargers first down. Late in the first quarter of a tied game, Rivers scans the field on a 1st and 10. He slides to his right, and he throws it short where that pass is broken up from Tolbert. Incomplete in the flat for San Diego. The Chargers offense, which led the league in yards this season, 397 per game, also with 25.5 points per game, have all of the tools to knock off Atlanta, who needed overtime to even reach this game, with a 30-27 victory over Minnesota, who had an incredible running back year out of Adrian Peterson. Abraham makes the stop of Tomlinson, and now the Chargers face 3rd down, where they are 7th in the league in conversions this year at 44%. Rivers is back and checks it down short, where he finds Tolbert, who runs out of bounds, escorted by Lofton, and San Diego is the first team to punt in the Super Bowl. And Seifert sends this one out of bounds at around the 31-yard line. Some may have ridiculed Norv Turner over the years for being a bit conservative. He averages 10 wins a year with San Diego and is 10-5 in the playoffs. At the left is his coaching resume. At the right is the players who he coached either for or with. Ron Rivera, Mike Nolan. Those are the members of the sideline for Atlanta, along with Jimmy Johnson and Rod Chudzinski, 2 of the great coaches in this incredible game in the National Football League. Through 47 years of the Super Bowl, Norv Turner reaches his first. Inside run, and Cooper drills Turner after a modest 4-yard run. Turner anchored this offense, which ranked 10th in yards in the regular season. Then Atlanta ran the table with an offense that got even better in the postseason. Pitch to Turner, and he is hammered for a loss by Atari Bigby, the former Falcons safety. Now in his first year in San Diego, makes the stop and forces the Falcons into a 3rd down and 9. Ughelli and Turner flank Ryan, who then dumps it off short to his safety valve. That is Roddy White. Phillips makes the stop, and the Falcons are forced to punt. Matthew Conan, the 8-year pro out of Western Washington, sends this one away. Kaysen waves fair catch, and it's a good punt from Conan. 59 yards, down by Dominique Franks at the 3. San Diego in Week 8 knocked off the Falcons at the Georgia Dome 35-24, and they hope to knock off the Falcons yet again, this time for the Super Bowl 47 championship. 1-yard gut run to Tomlinson, stacked up by Jonathan Babineau, the 8-year man out of Iowa. One of the major reasons as to why the Chargers won the game was the incredible performance from Tomlinson. 172 yards for LT and a touchdown in that win over Atlanta. Rivers, who is hit as he throws, finds Jackson. 13-yard gain in front of the Pro Bowler William Moore. Speaking of Pro Bowlers, these receivers are among the best in the NFL. Jackson, Floyd, and Alexander, the left, all are 6'5". And at the right for Atlanta, Roddy White, Julio Jones, and Antonio Brown have 6 of the 8 Pro Bowl selections on the field tonight at wide receiver. If there is any unit in the league that could be regarded as the best receiving core with wideout and tight end, there seems to be no better than Atlanta. Rivers, his pass is picked off by Chris Owens of the Falcons. Touchdown, Atlanta. The 4-year slot corner out of San Jose State intercepts Rivers, who throws a pass he'd love to have back. The quarterback across his body to a man that appeared to be well covered from Owens leads to an Atlanta score. And ironically, in this wacky Super Bowl, it's the second pick 6 of the game for these two high-powered offenses. The Chargers came into the game 4th fewest in the league in giveaways with only 15. And Phillip Rivers tossed 11 interceptions, that is all, throughout the regular season. Now as we take a look at that throw once more, Phillip Rivers, that was something that he almost never does. Across his body to a man that clearly was covered well from Chris Owens. Now this is where the Chargers have seemed to shine over the years. They have trailed in 14 of the last 15 playoff games they have competed in and have won 10 of them. Rivers lost the football, forced by Sidbury, and it's recovered by the defensive end, Lawrence Sidbury. The forced fumble and the recovery, he beats Tolbert off the block, and the 4-year defensive end from Richmond scoops it up for the Falcons. That was a sensational performance throughout the course of that play from Sidbury. And Atlanta, who has certainly played well offensively, has a short field for one of the first times in the playoffs. Inside run and Turner is drilled after a short gain with a flag thrown. And Sam Young is the guilty party for the Falcons. Atlanta enjoys great starting field position with a touchdown lead late in this first quarter. Inside run to Turner, who finds a seam and is spilled at the 19-yard line by way of the 9-year pro from Purdue and Sean Phillips. 86 tackles, which was second on the team, along with 9 for loss, 15.5 sacks, 2 fumble recoveries, and 6 deflections for Turner, or rather for Phillips that year. Turner, meanwhile, is averaging a half-yard a carry for Atlanta. Bigby makes the stop of his former teammates, and now Ryan and the Falcons are in the red zone. The Chargers have only given up 15 red zone touchdowns all year. Ryan settles for the safety valve. That is Julio Jones. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jones knew he would score from about the 10-yard line as he showboats and high steps in for the Falcons. And this is the theme for Atlanta throughout the playoffs. They have about as talented of a receiving core that we have seen in NFL history, with Julio Jones, Antonio Brown, Devon Best, the former Dolphin, along with Atlanta's excellent Roddy White, as we see the Falcons, who are measly 14th in the NFL in red zone offense, punch it in with a 17-yard touchdown to Jones. It should be noted Tony Gonzalez and Dedrick Epps are the tight ends for Atlanta. And Trindon Holiday is also on the roster. The Falcons have humiliated the Chargers to begin the game. Through 8 minutes here from beautiful New Orleans, the Falcons lead the Chargers for Super Bowl 47, 21-7 Atlanta at the end of the first quarter. Well, it's been a terrific start from Matty Ice, in the 5-year pro out of Boston College. He has remained the starting quarterback for the Falcons over the years. Atlanta's turnover differential with Ryan was 29th in the regular season, yet they have dominated that statistic today. Rivers off the play fake, shoots it downfield to Floyd, who was wrapped up with a 45. 16-yard gain in front of Chris Houston, the 6-year man out of Arkansas. First down, San Diego. The Chargers, not only over the years drafted well under Marty Schottenheimer, but also San Diego enjoyed a great deal of success with undrafted free agents, and Malcolm Floyd was one of them by way of Wyoming, and he turned in a stellar career with the Chargers. And in his 9th season in the NFL, Floyd moves the chains here in the Super Bowl. 12-yard gain as Tomlinson also moves the sticks. First down, San Diego, with an excellent block upfield from Pro Bowl center Nick Hardwick. and Pro Bowl left guard Luis Vasquez. The Chargers are in Falcon territory, down by 14 early in the second quarter. I formation. Inside run to Tomlinson, who spins to the 35 and is dropped to the 31 by Moore. Dazzling 12-yard carry. First down, San Diego. No Charger or no player in NFL history has as many touchdowns on the ground as Tomlinson, 168 for his career. This may be another one, as Tomlinson's at the 10 and tripped into the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego. It's LaDainian Tomlinson. What a run from the 12-year NFL veteran out of TCU. He outruns Chris Houston to the end zone, and the Chargers fans who have made the trip to the Bayou certainly are encouraged about that scoring run from LT. And now Kading, who was 52 of 52 on PATs, nails another one. And with 7:02 to go in the half, the Chargers are back in the game with a drive almost entirely dominated by LT. Falcons 21, Chargers 14 in a score fest from Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Tomlinson had 12 rushing touchdowns, ranked 9th in the NFL. Head coach Ron Rivera of Atlanta, former Chicago linebacker, San Diego defensive coordinator, former consensus All-American in the NCAA at linebacker. He has to be completely disgusted about the lack of defense played for both sides in this game outside of 2 pick sixes. Hold is up front against Ovi Mughelli of Atlanta. He was the man who scored the first offensive touchdown of the game. The Falcons have enjoyed great start to their series, even with the flag, beginning on average at their own 34-yard line. Early in the second quarter, Atlanta leads by 7. Outcut, caught by Whites, but he is ruled out of bounds. Matt Ryan has been on fire tonight. 9 of 13, 186 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. This is against the top 5 defense in San Diego. Snap. Ryan throws a crossing pattern to the slot from Hawaii and 5-year man Devon Best. That's his 3rd catch of the game. 5th tackle tonight from Stephen Cooper. That sets up 3rd and 3. The single setback is Michael Turner of the Falcons. Epps wanders in motion. Ryan drops, looks, and fires into traffic. That is knocked away from Antoine Cason, who had 9 pass deflections along with 17 tackles and 2 interceptions in the regular season. And he knocks that one down for the Chargers to prevent a 3rd down conversion from the Falcons. Cason brings back the punts. And now as we take a look at the San Diego offensive numbers, Cason gives the Chargers good field position. They have averaged 1st and 10 from their own 15 to begin their drives, including one that began at the 3 earlier in this first half. Inside run, and Tomlinson squirts through a hole, and then it's taken down by Mike Peterson, the 14-year pro out of Florida. After a scamper of 3 yards for Tomlinson, he is in the block. Rivers has time, slides to his right, and flips into traffic where it's broken up by Akeem Jordan, a 2009 Pro Bowl selection out of Philadelphia, who now has enjoyed a whale of success with the Falcons and led the team in tackles this season. That is Akeem Jordan, the 6-year man out of James Madison. Rivers throws incomplete. San Diego's denied on 3rd down again. They were 8 of 16 when they played the Falcons back in Week 8. Cyphers is out to punt for San Diego. 10-year pro out of Western Illinois. He takes the snap and gets rid of it downfield. It wobbles to Jones, who reels it in with plenty of room to run to the 13-yard line. And the 2nd-year pro out of Alabama brings it back across the 35. The Falcons ranked a measly 19th in points with under 24 a game throughout the 2012 season. Play fake, Ryan fires and completes the pass to Roddy White. The Falcons' offense has been incredible to begin the game, and White is in the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Atlanta. Roddy White from 73, and the Falcons, with an offense that has been nearly unstoppable, led by White with his 9 regular season touchdowns. They lead the Chargers by 2 scores here in Super Bowl 47. The kickoff sails to the 1-yard line for Cason. He brings it back across the 20 and is pulled down at the 27. Phillip Rivers, when he played the Falcons back in Week 8, threw for 269 yards and 3 touchdowns. And San Diego will take over, led by Rivers, who has struggled today. In cut to Floyd, that gains 4. He had 2 turnovers for the game against Atlanta the regular season, 2 in the first half of this meeting, and that has been a primary culprit of them trailing by 14 tonight. 28-14. Atlanta has the lead. Rivers throws an in-cut and finds the 3-year bro out of Missouri. 13 yards to Denario Alexander. First down, San Diego. Excellent pitch and catch to the man at Alexander, who plays in his first year with the Chargers after a brief stint in St. Louis. Tomlinson gains 9 inside to bring up second and short. This offense has the amount of playmakers that only Atlanta can rival for this year, with Vincent Jackson, along with Denario Alexander, and a man who has yet to make a catch, and Antonio Gates. Falcons, a measly 21st in stopping the run. Rivers gets rid of it downfield to McMichael. Another former Ram gains 15 for San Diego and converts a 3rd and shorts. Move those chains out to the 33-yard line of Atlanta. Deep drop. Rivers checks it down short to Jackie Battle, who breaks a tackle at the 15-yard line and is spun inside the 10. 25-yard gain. William Moore gets bowled by the former Chief running back Jackie Battle of San Diego and sets up a 1st and goal for the Chargers. Lawrence Sidbury saved the touchdown for the Falcons. San Diego has responded well off of the catch and run from Roddy White from the 8-yard line. Off play action, Rivers finds Battle. Touchdown, San Diego. Jackie Battle recorded 3 catches in the regular season, 2 on that Super Bowl drive, which finds the end zone for the Chargers. As we take a look at tonight's game summary, at the left, Tomlinson is averaging 8 yards a carry, and at the right, Matt Ryan has been phenomenal. I mean, he is averaging nearly 17 yards per pass with 3 touchdowns. The Falcons lead the Chargers midway through the second quarter, 28-21. Cyphers runs into the ball and sends the kickoff into the end zone for Jones, and he will bring it out from 8 yards deep with a convoy from White. He takes a tumble to around the 31. As we take a look at the stars of tonight's game, in the middle, Michael Turner with 0.7 yards a carry has been one of the few dismal performances for what has otherwise been a remarkable offensive showcase from Atlanta, led by defensive coordinator of a year ago from San Diego and Ron Rivera. Michael Turner holds the franchise record for run yards in a game, in a season, and over the course of his Atlanta career. One of the great running backs in the history of this franchise, Michael Turner. He has played well thus far against his former team. In the receiving game, not so much on the ground. 9 carries for 10 yards for the 9-year man out of Northern Illinois in Michael Turner. Chargers bring the blitz. Ryan gets rid of it downfield. It's tipped and reeled in off the deflection by Gonzalez. It was broken up by Marcus Gilchrist of San Diego, yet it doesn't matter as Gonzalez makes the catch and converts a 3rd down for Atlanta. Now, he has made some incredible catches over the years. There may be none more impressive than that one for Tony Gonzalez. Ryan looks downfield and shoots it over the head of Bess, who was covered anyways. The Chargers, with 5 Pro Bowlers, all of which reside offensively for San Diego, certainly have the talent in order to slow down this Falcon defense, but the Pro Bowl selection didn't see that as the case. 3-yard gain, Castillo makes the stop. For a team of the Chargers that gave up only 21 points a game, that was 8th in the NFL, they certainly look like a defense, a shell of themselves tonight, that have no Pro Bowlers. Ryan gets rid of it downfield and finds Jones, who is tackled at the 34. It's a gain of 18 in front of Marcus Gilchrist. First down, Atlanta. This offense for the Falcons, I mean, they appear to be unstoppable tonight. Inside run to Smith, and he is wrapped up at the 29-yard line by Big B of San Diego. Anton Smith who is in his 4th year out of Florida State, has an incredible story and has certainly paid his dues to become an NFL running back. Smith is smothered. He's in his 4th year out of Florida State. He did not receive a single NFL carry his first years in the NFL, but now in 2012, he has been a focal point as the reserve behind Michael Turner in that Atlanta offense. Smith releases. Ryan on 3rd down throws over the post to Jones that is broken up by Hartz, who did not have a pass breakup in the regular season, yet knocks it away for San Diego. From 47, Rita's blocks. Knocked away by Cooper, and the Chargers take over. Sensational blitz by way of that special teams group, and the likes of Stephen Cooper, a 10-year pro out of Maine. Rivers, after the blocked field goal, goes deep to Jackson, and he is wrapped up at the 35. Well, I'm glad that you guys have stuck it throughout this video. Tolbert scores a touchdown to tie the game going into the half with 28. The two offenses racked up over 600 yards in the first 2 quarters of the Super Bowl. I got a little bit exhausted from all the editing, so I've decided to cut up highlights for the second half of the big game. 76-yard touchdown to give the Chargers the lead for LaDainian Tomlinson was a thing of beauty for San Diego. The Chargers tacked on a field goal from Kading, then scored yet again on an over-the-shoulder catch from Ryan Matthews. 45-28 Chargers. It appeared that they were well on their way to beating the Falcons before former Charger Michael Turner, in one of his few big plays of the day, tightropes the boundary by centimeters. And I looked at the replay a million times. Turner was in bounds the entire time. It's a touchdown for Atlanta. The man who did next to nothing for the Falcons' run game in the first half pulls within 7, yet Ryan throws an interception to Sharice Rice. The second-year corner from USC brings it back for a Chargers touchdown. And San Diego, with under 4 minutes to go in the game, they are back up by a comfortable 2 possessions. Falcons, who have been much maligned with so many fourth-quarter collapses, they do stay in the game with a 61-yard scoring toss to the 3-year man from Central Michigan, Antonio Brown of Atlanta. Falcons are only down 7. The Chargers, off of 2 plays, go backwards 3 yards, and then Matthews is stopped for more, and the Falcons get the ball back. Ryan, after an incompletion, throws a crossing pattern to Bess, who slips through the Chargers secondary and then is pulled down inside the 20 by the rookie Brandon Taylor. Yet after a no-huddle, Ryan, to tie the game, finds Antonio Brown, who had a remarkable performance in the Super Bowl, and ties the game at 52. Does Phillip Rivers have a Super Bowl winning drive in him? 1st and 10 pass is over the middle to Alexander. And San Diego's most important play of this entire series is on this snap. Rivers throws. No, it's on the next snap. I teased you. Alexander made the catch and gains nothing. Most important snap of the career of this franchise, and of Phillip Rivers too, is on a 2nd down and 10. Tied at 52 to the Falcons. Rivers throws an interception, and it's brought back for a Falcon touchdown by Chris Houston. The 6-year man from Arkansas wins Atlanta's 2nd Super Bowl in the last 4 years. And it hurts because the Chargers have a running back in Michael Turner on the Falcons sideline. They also have an incredible coach, which would have been a great heir apparent to Norv Turner, in Ron Rivera, who has the Gatorade bath in those disgusting Falcons black and red colors. Atlanta is celebrating as the Falcons have won the Super Bowl for the 2nd time in 4 years. And the Chargers, even maddened in all of what I did to try and make them a Super Bowl team, could not win the big game. Now, I will be simulating the next decade for the Chargers. Can they win it? I mean, we will see. I think this is it for Norv Turner. I'm about sick of this man with so many playoff collapses. The Falcons gained over 600 yards and completely humiliated that Charger defense en route to a Super Bowl win. Ryan throws for 497 yards, a Super Bowl record, and 5 touchdowns in a win over San Diego, 59-52. They can't blame anybody but the defense and the interceptions thrown back for a Falcon touchdown 2 times over by way of Phillip Rivers. That'll do it for my series. I will be super simming the next decade for the Chargers. This is Charger Dude 95.